if you guys heard, but we're supposed to be doing economic blackout today.
Part of a social media movement calling for an economic blackout.
The People's Union USA urged people not to spend money Friday.
I'm blacking out.
That means that we're gonna stop spending all day today. That is what everybody is saying.
I'm going to the game store. Do you need anything? You can't go today. It's economic blackout day. There should be no shopping to protest the rising prices.
And when I first saw this, I scratched my head and said, are we talking about America? You're telling me that you're asking Americans to not spend in a whole day? Interesting.
But that's impossible!
And they say everyone is going to do it. And I'm like, based on what I know, this ain't even getting off the ground. Listen, we will talk about it. We will go over it. I will explain myself why this is a ridiculous, let me say it again, a ridiculous boycott. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And also, too, I have a newsletter. Yes, it is free. It will give you tons of value. And also, if you need any type of financing that deals with commercial or investment properties, I'm your guy. I've been a lender for almost 20 years, and I can assist you with that. That information is in the pinned comment and in the description.
Join the club, pal.
Yeah, join the club.
Well, let's jump right into this craziness, guys, because listen, as a guy who runs a finance channel, you're telling me that a single post of just saying, hey guys, do not spend on this day will make people say, you know what? I'm not gonna buy no toilet tissue tomorrow. You know what? Nah, I'm not going to McDonald's today. You know what? It ain't happening, man. It ain't happening. I mean, that's just my opinion. But first, let's go ahead and just jump into this video before I start giving you information to back up my claims here.
Hey, good morning to you both. You may have seen the movement spreading on social media, especially on Instagram, telling people to stop spending for the next 24 hours this Friday. It's an economic, basically an economic blackout. No spending on your credit cards, no cash, no filling up your gas, no groceries, nothing to eat, even at fast food chains. Why?
Really?
It's telling people to stand up for their principles and against policies they don't agree with.
You do know this is America, right?
My choice! My choice!
You do know that I've just done videos on individuals spending, bragging about how much money they're paying on their car notes. People are saying, just my car note's $2,000. Oh, I can beat you. My car note's $2,600. You think that's bad? My car note is $3,000.
Is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
And you think that you're gonna get Americans to stop spending?
Not a chance. Not this time.
You think you're gonna get Americans to stop using credit cards? I just did a video of individuals buying expensive eggs. You know, the eggs are ridiculously priced and people are using layaway.
Huh?
People are using buy now, pay later credit cards to buy overpriced eggs. Imagine paying 50, 40% on ragu sauce.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Crazy, right? And you want these same individuals to stop spending?
We realize the cycle is they get their money from people like us who give them the ability to utilize our dollars. Take it back. We start from the root and we build from the ground up.
Friday, February 28th. For the next 24 hours, shoppers are being asked to skip buying essentials from big box stores, protesting major retailers who've dumped DEI initiatives. Some of those stores include Target, Walmart, and Amazon. This comes after the Trump administration eliminated federal diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives.
Look, at the end of the day, I don't really care what side you're on. I don't really care about, the DEI and all that other stuff. Like, That's a separate subject. My point is that this isn't going to work. And I know some of you guys are looking at this video and going, Orlando, I don't get it. You're laughing and you're saying that this isn't going to work, but why isn't it going to work? Well, let me just give you Exhibit A. U.S. credit card debt continues to rise. Meanwhile, housing and other costs remain high for the lowest earners. So what does this mean? Basically, it says here, total credit card balances rose 5.8% from a year ago to 1.4 trillion. Did you guys hear that? So credit card debt is on the rise. It is continuing to be on the rise. It hasn't even went down. A matter of fact, we spent more in credit card debt in the last 4 years than the last 10 years. Americans are on a debt destruction. And it won't stop because the credit card companies are continuing to give you guys easy credit. And they know what they're doing.
We make a lot of money anyway. We would prefer to write off the bad debt. It's a tax write-off.
And I know a lot of you guys are thinking, oh, well, they're going to lose money. They're not. They're not. They know how to play this game.
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
You're telling Americans don't spend. Oh, man. First time, utilities, property taxes. Everything is high. Wages are low. And what is the one thing that I say continuously that Americans will do if they don't have it? If they are living in a lifestyle that they created during the pandemic, which a lot of people did, and they want to continue that lifestyle, where are they going to get the money from? What's in your wallet? Debt.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
Most Americans will do opposite of what you tell them. So you say, don't spend. They're like, you're trying to tell me what to do? No, sir. No, ma'am. I'm actually going to go to Walmart today. I'm actually ordering something on Amazon right now as I'm watching your video talking about a blackout. It ain't happening, man.
My choice!
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the beginning of the week will happen and it will be like, hey, the blackout was a success. I don't see that. But if it does, I promise you, I will do an apology.
People's Union USA is behind the charge.
The full 24-hour economic blackout where we do not spend a single penny. No Walmart, no Amazon, no gas, no fast food, no corporate giants, nothing. This is about showing them that without us, they have nothing. That our dollars hold the power, and together we can disrupt this system that has taken advantage of us for far too long.
The movement making their next move March 28th, suggesting consumers stand up to corporate greed.
Stand up to corporate greed. Yeah, I totally get it. I get it. But, you know, the way that my mind works, the way that I know how people act, the experience I have with individuals coming to me and saying, Orlando,
I'm in trouble. This is what happened on my budget.
Is it a budget issue?
You know, on my channel, I always tell people, make sure you have an emergency savings account. Most people ignore that. I always tell people, make sure you get your credit together. Most people ignore that. I always say, please get rid of the credit card debt. People come to me and say, hey, yeah, I got 40, 50, 60, $100,000 worth of credit card debt. And I keep spending it. This is what I used to live. I always tell people to budget.
Fact.
Somebody right now is watching this video and they're going, well, Orlando, maybe it might happen. It might happen. Maybe you're jumping to conclusions. Maybe this is the new grassroots movement that we need to show these companies. Guess what? We're in power. Well, let me give you Exhibit B. I just got done watching. Right before I saw this video, I had just got done watching. A lady says she buys Chick-fil-A 40 times a month, 30 times a month. Don't believe me? Let's go ahead and watch it.
Here's my 2024 Chick-fil-A Wrapped. How many times did I go to Chick-fil-A this year? In December, I went 30 times. November, 40.
What?
October, 44. September, 32. August, 30. Look, we're going down. July 29.
Sounds like a habit, right? Look, she's gonna be the sponsor. Keep going to Chick-fil-A. But to be honest with you guys, is this surprising? Is this surprising? No, it's not, because I see this all the time. Yes, I see it all the time. You know when you go onto your credit card balance and there's a big old pie graph, you know, a big old pie graph at the very bottom that says, this is what you spent on. And they categorize it. Restaurants, retail, they show you. Everybody skips over it. And I understand why. You don't want to see all the spending, all of the amount of money that you spent on fast food. See, remember when people were like, Orlando, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Nobody has $10,000 worth of Popeye's chicken debt. What do we see here? What do we see here? This is the reason why economic blackout won't work. See, Americans love this. Spending, spending, spending. She knows. This is the reason why she's doing the video. Why did I spend this much money on it when I know I didn't have the money? Why did I spend this much money when I know I'm living paycheck to paycheck? Why did I spend this amount of money when I know it could have went somewhere else? Why am I spending this amount of money when I have no money in my savings account?
This is reality. This is the real thing going on.
Oh, but it doesn't stop there. We need to see the dollar amounts that she was talking about. How much money is she spending at Chick-fil-A? Let's go ahead and continue.
December, $396.07. November, $493.38. October, $478.08. September, $361.24. August, $494.72. July, $396.71.
Now again, what were you saying about this economic blackout? Do you still believe that Americans are going to stop? You believe that Americans are going to stop purchasing when I just showed you a video like this? Willy-nilly, $400-500 a month on just Chick-fil-A.
You've got to be kidding me.
And I know some of you guys are like,
Orlando, that's her. Of course she's not going to follow it, but I'm going to do it.
but here is the thing. Americans are so fickle when it comes to this. They're all about saving money. Saving money and getting tricked by these corporations that they're getting a deal. If Amazon sent you a coupon right now and said, we're going to give you $100 towards your next purchase, there would be a flood of individuals going there to buy things. You don't believe me? Well, that happens all the time. It's called Black Friday. It's called Cyber Monday, Takeover Tuesday, whatever it is. Small Business Saturday. We have all these names for it. And that's what essentially they're doing. They're offering you something. They're saying, here, we're offering you something. Discounts. We're offering you money. All you have to do is buy.
You gotta be kidding me.
And what do people do? Every single time. Only if we had some type of, what is that? Only if we had like a pattern or like some history of what happens when you give Americans a deal. Look at Christmas numbers last year. I bet you they're up. I bet you the credit card industry made tons of money. Before I jump to the next video, make sure you like information like this, join my Patreon. I drop exclusive videos over there all the time. We talk in detail about information like this. If this is the type of content you like, you want more detailed go ahead and join the Patreon today. You will not be disappointed. Anyway, let's continue on this last portion here.
As giants like Nestle and General Mills grow wealthier, and most Americans are struggling to pay their bills and afford groceries. If you do have to shop, do it locally at small businesses in your neighborhood, or as Reverend Al Sharpton and his National Action Network push to support businesses that have doubled down on DEI initiatives like Costco. Sharpton is calling for another economic boycott April 2nd to April 5th.
Well, unfortunately, those dates won't happen. You can save the date all you want. I'm here to tell you, just from my experience, I really don't believe that any of this is going to make a dent. This isn't going to make these companies become loyal to you guys. This isn't going to make companies align with whatever your beliefs are. Again, this is the reason why I am very for making sure you take care of yourself and your family. Again, why would you not put yourself first? Again, why would you put a company ahead of your self-interest and your family? Why? Why? And I believe, again, these companies do not even think of this as a threat. I know a lot of people, I'm getting emails, and the reason why I even did this video, I got a bunch of DMs from my viewers saying, what do you think about this? Do you think this is going to work? Should we join and do this? And I'm like, listen, I don't think this is going to work because the fundamentals of it, just based on the culture of the US, of us Americans, it's just completely different. We love to spend, we love capitalism, we love all of this stuff. So it's very hard to actually put a dent in anything when most people will just ignore this message and go, oh, y'all can do that while eating Chick-fil-A, while eating Popeye's chicken, while going to Walmart or going to Target and buying their video game that they want. Most people don't care. Look, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Most people do not care. They're going to live their life. So hopefully you got value out of that content, guys. But we all know you won't get all of your information from this one video. Come on. You know you have to watch this video right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, get you to your first rental property. I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks.